What up, Anushi? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Oh well. I don't even know if anybody can hear me right now. Probably. Yep. Okay, you guys can. Sick. What's going on? Yeah, I agree. Wednesday's such a fucking weird day to stream. Like, what a dumb day to stream, right? Weird time to stream, but I'm here for it. Did you have something you wanted to talk about? No, I just wanted to stream. I just wanted to live stream because I'm bored. I really honestly have nothing better to do right now. That's retarded. Yeah, facts. You'd have to be a complete sicko to stream at this time. On a Wednesday at 9 p.m. on hump day? You spelled Wednesday wrong in the title? No, I didn't. It's no way. Mods fix it. Mods fix the title. Yo, what up, Destructor? It's 10 for me? Damn, dude. You're like an hour ahead of me. Yes, you do, bro. Oh, God, it's hot, man. It's hot. I didn't sign up for this shit. I'm Canadian. It should not be hot, but it is. I heard that Jadeon is streaming tomorrow, and he's catching predators with Skeeter Hansen. So that should be pretty interesting. Should be pretty interesting. I don't have that power. Yo, my mods, like, you guys got to change the title, or else I look like an idiot. I'd love to stay and chat with y'all, but finals are a bitch. I gotta go study. Yeah, it's all good, man. Sorry, I have to miss on this one. It's all G. 10:55 to be specific. Fuck no. I bet it will be a prank stream. Well, based on the promotional that he's running, it's him and Skeeter going to be catching predators. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same style as like Vitaly, where he's just going to go and confront them live. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if you fuck up one sting, you might as well go and try to do others, right? Oh yeah, JD catching predators again? I guess so. I mean, it's not like he has caught. Well, I guess he did technically catch a predator with Skeeter, but technically that was all Skeeter, and JD just kind of made a cameo. Just like how Vitaly's catching predators with like Lil Pump and stuff. It's like they're not really involved in the actual sting operation. They just kind of show up. We all knew JD wasn't going to last that long. I'm still not going to say much shit because we'll see how this predator catch goes. I mean, the thumbnail looks fucking atrocious, but I guess we'll see what happens. I'm kind of getting tired of like all this JD shit, honestly. Like, I just want the guy to like admit to shit and just move on, you know? JD's definitely good at catching predators and definitely knew what he's doing. Yeah, we'll see, man. Maybe he won't dress up as a fucking cupcake, and maybe he won't put a taco hat on his head. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, is everyone just jumping on this predator catching stuff because it's popular? Like, Vitaly doesn't give a fuck. He's just doing it because it's popular. JD doesn't give a fuck. He's just doing it because it's popular right now. Fuck it. Give me a camera crew. Mods, get me a camera crew and we're going to go catch some predators. I don't care if they actually get convicted or not, as long as we make good-ass content, guys. Fuck the legal system. Fuck doing it properly. As long as it's entertaining for people, it's worth it. I don't know what to talk about. There's a pro shipper on Discord right now, hacking accounts server for people that don't ship adults, ex-minors. Oh, that sounds fun. Hi, Plebisio. What up, Doug? What up, Doug? Boys, I got that autism energy right now, and I don't even know why. I'm like extremely tired, but I literally have nothing to do right now. Literally nothing, and I feel like I don't stream enough. Be honest, chat. Do I not stream enough? Be honest. I can take it. Don't be too harsh, though. Maybe Gideon will actually catch a predator this time. Maybe he'll redeem himself. We'll see, man. But I don't think so. Based on the thumbnail so far, it looks like ass. Not to mention, even if he is going to catch predators, he's still breaking his oath to God. Like, what the fuck? We'll see, though. He's supposed to be streaming tomorrow. It's his first stream back on Twitch. So this is either going to revive his career or kill it again. And I'd rather the latter, to be honest. Yeah, I wish you streamed more for sure. Yeah, it's just I can't really find times, and I work 10-hour shifts, and they're fucking brutal shifts. So it's like it's hard for me to like always try to find time. Like in a perfect world, if I could do this full time, I would have a full time streaming schedule out. I'd be putting out full time videos. I'd be putting out probably a video every day, and then streaming every other day. Like, because it's all about persistency and consistency with this kind of stuff. Like, I feel like even if you're a shit YouTuber and you have no personality and you make shit content, if you're streaming every single day for like 2 years straight, you could probably build an audience. I was drawing and procrastinating college work before the stream, and now you're just going to do it more, I'm assuming. Are you going to take less hours, quit your job if you get big? I mean, it's like, that's a tough question because it's like so far out of my reach right now. Like I got to think in small amounts, like small intervals until I get to that position. But like, I feel like if I do start making more money on YouTube than I do on my job, that's kind of a safe bet to quit your job. But I also really like working. I know that's weird for a lot of you guys, but I take a lot of pride in working for whatever reason. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably like if I am because I do want to focus on YouTube. I feel like that's everyone's goal when they do YouTube. But right now, it's such an unrealistic thing to focus on just yet. Clubius has a job. Yeah, I've been working since I've been like 15. But yeah, I have a job. It's a really rewarding job, actually. I really enjoy my job. Discord has a rapist mentality because they new terms and services prevent U.S. citizens from suing them even if they fail to stop predators. Yeah, it's just safety for them. They're predicting the future, so they're just trying to stop it now, which is really depressing, bro. Hey mods, switch my title. I don't want people thinking I'm stupid or illiterate. I don't even know if I can switch my title. Hold on, I don't even know. Stream info. Oh, I actually can. Hold on. How the fuck do you spell Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? How the fuck do you spell Wednesday? W-E? Oh my god. All right, well, I think did I fix it, bro? Wednesday. Wait, did I fix it? Did I fix it? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Wednesday. I swear to God. Wait, can you guys hear me? Yep, you fixed it. Hell yeah, bro. That's because I'm big brain. Thanks a lot, mods. Oh my god, boys, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sore today. Holy shit. I am extremely sore. But we got a long weekend coming up, which is nice. I think if you're Canadian, I don't know. Is Victorian Day for Americans too? I think it's literally just for Canadians. He didn't fix it, but it's okay. I swear to God, I fixed it. Why are you guys gaslighting me? Whatever, man. Whatever. Ness Day. Okay. When? Does it even have an end in it? Wed. Ness. Yeah, that seems right. Wednesday. Yep. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? I want W's in the chat if I spelt it right. Did I spell it right? Be honest with me. When's? Oh my god! I fucking misspelt it again. Whatever. It's staying how it is. I can't be fucked right now. I don't know if Noosh says it's fixed. It's probably fixed. I don't know. It might be fixed. I don't fucking care. Thoughts on Fallout 4? It's all right. It's not the best Fallout. It's not the worst though. I think it gets a lot of hate for no reason, but I don't know. It's all right. I fixed it. Sick. I mean, I meant to do that. Yeah. It was supposed to be like that. It's just autocorrect, guys. It autocorrects like the wrong one for some reason. I don't know why it autocorrects the wrong way. More like not autocorrect. Am I right, guys? Having mods on console is great. Yeah, until they fucking release a patch that deletes all your mods. That was kind of annoying. It was actually the Fallout show. I got back into Fallout because of the show. Dude, we need another Fallout game, man. What is going on? Bethesda's too busy like making patches for Starfield. For some gay reason. Oh, God. Yo, why is it so hot today, bro? I need another season of Twisted Metal, to be honest. True. For me, it caps on how mods, how much I can get, and it sucks. Yeah, sometimes mods like fucks with other mods, and sometimes like they got to be in a certain load order, or they glitch like crazy. Modding can like completely destroy your game if you don't do it properly. Or Bethesda will just destroy your game for you. There you go. Yeah, they're just going to destroy your game for you. They tend to do that a lot, actually. Yo, does anybody know what time Gideon's stream's supposed to start tomorrow? Is he even like, does he even have a Twitch channel, or is he still technically banned on Twitch? I don't even know. Gideon Premium? Last live 2 years ago? Is that him? And another season of Netflix Avatar, to be honest. I got back into Fallout 4 because of this mod called Sim Settlement 2, as I watch many a true nerds playthrough on the mod. Yeah, I love. Dude, I fucking many a true nerd is such a G. Hello, I'm drunk. Nice to meet you, drunk. I can't enjoy Fallout 4 even with mods. It's so boring. I mean, it can be. I mean, it's in terms of the story, it's not as interesting as like Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is like peak storytelling in terms of the Fallout universe, but like it's not terrible. It's kind of stupid, but hello, drunk, welcome to the stream. I'm drinking water because there's no way on God's green earth I'm ever doing a drunk stream. Did you hear about the drama of Roblox Sensory Room? No, I have not. I think I enjoy it more if I play New Vegas or 3. Yeah, a lot of people, like, I saw this argument where people, like, were bashing people because they say Fallout 4 is, like, their favorite Fallout, which, like, to me, I'm like, that's because they haven't experienced it. But they're like, oh, the reason why we haven't is because we don't want to go play an old game, which I understand. I mean, even Fallout 3 running on the Xbox kind of runs like shit, and the graphics are obviously dated. So obviously a lot of people who are new to Fallout probably like 4 the most because it's the most, like, gameplay wise, it's probably the best one because you can't hit shit in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. It's like, yeah, you can, or Fallout New Vegas, like, yeah, it's you can hit shit, but the gunplay is still very frustrating. I think it's meant to be frustrating because you don't really know how to use a gun, but Fallout 4, you just know how to blast people right away, and the gun mechanics is a little bit nicer. But everything else, in my opinion, is better in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Like story, pacing, quests in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 are so much more interesting. True, the graphic mod in New Vegas never quite look right. Yeah, exactly. Like you can mod it and stuff, but it still looks dated. I'd explain the drama, but it's so bizarre. I won't even know where to start. It's so weird. That's most Roblox dramas are like overly complicated. Like even the small stuff that's like even like Ruben Sims exposing Twitter. That shit was wild. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with that stuff, but like that shit's wild. You got exposed for being like into like furry CP or something. This like Twitter account that's like dedicated to exposing Ruben Sims, the Roblox YouTube channel. And then Ruben Sims did a deep dive and exposed that this guy like liked and followed a bunch of child CP furry stuff. And then the guy was like denying it for the longest time. He's like, that's not me. We're looking into this as well. And we can prove that that's not us. And then just a couple days ago, someone took a part of the Twitter account and said, yeah, that was him. We apologize. We're deleting this account. And then the furry's like, he's still a bad person. It's like, yeah, but that's not a good look for the furry community. Holy shit. You just can't make the games look pretty. Well, no, it's really hard, man. The best way to make a game look good again is if the development team makes a remaster. That's the best chance you have of having a game that at least looks decent, because a small team of modders can only make a game look so good on the engine that they're working with, right? New Vegas and 3 are goated. Honestly, really good. Even I'm gonna say this, and I'm not like pretending to be like a fake Fallout fan, but even like the 2D like top-down Fallouts were pretty good too, from what I heard. Except for I think it was Brotherhood of Steel or whatever that one game was that no one played. But yeah, the top-down ones were pretty interesting. Not gonna lie. We New Vegas 3 remaster badly for console. I heard someone like leaked a bunch of like Bethesda information. I think they do have a concept of getting New Vegas remastered, which I don't know why they haven't yet. That would be such a gold mine. Like honestly, just take the game, add better mechanics and like better graphics and a better like world building in general and like new graphics, and you have a solid game again. And people will definitely go back into New Vegas. I don't tend to care about Roblox drama. It suddenly flooded in my recommended videos because of all the commentary people talking about it. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Do you think Daniel Larson is going to do 60 years? I think he'll get less time, that maybe like 10. I don't know, because every time we bring up like, oh, this guy could possibly face so-and-so year, they never actually get that sentence. It's usually about half, if not like a quarter of it. And we all know Daniel Larson is probably going to be on good behavior because for whatever reason, he's very selective when he wants to act normal. I don't know if that's part of his mental issues, but like sometimes he acts super normal and sometimes he's fucking insane. But I still think he's probably going to plead insanity. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to plead insanity. I don't care for the looks. I want extra quests, more stuff to do in the game. Yeah, but I feel like when it comes to like New Vegas, me personally, I've played through Fallout 3 so many times on my PlayStation, like my PlayStation 3. The graphics suck. It's laggy as fuck. You don't know what's happening. The controls suck because PlayStation controllers, like for the PS3, are awful. But at the end of the day, I still enjoy it. So yes, I'm not a big fan of graphics. I don't really care much for graphics. However, the big issue is from a majority of audiences, they want to play Fallout and they want better graphics, because trying to play Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, like for a first run ever, like you've never touched the game again, is quite difficult because the game is very stiff. The graphics aren't amazing. You have pop-in every 3 seconds. And when you play modern games a lot where that kind of isn't an issue, it does tend to bug you. Like I never noticed pop-in Fallout 3. But as soon as I started playing modern games, like as soon as I got my Xbox way back in the day and played Fallout 4, I started noticing these things like pop-in and graphical errors and glitches. But I genuinely think if Bethesda really wanted to, they could just make a remaster of Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3, and it would be a gold mine. It would probably sell more than Fallout 76. I almost guarantee it's going to outsell Fallout 76. because those games were goated and way ahead of their time in terms of like game, like not gameplay, but in terms of world building and story. Like think about Fallout 3, right? You have to go and get this. I think it's the Gek. That's like your father needs it to like purify the water, and you have to go into a vault that had the Gek. Right, it was like the only Gek that the vault had, or whatever, and you have to go through Little Lamplight, which is a society filled with children, right? Like it's a society that is just run by children and they run it how you expect children to run it. And it's so interesting because each child has their own story. And then you can like look into the lore of it by like reading the terminals and shit. It's like, bro, that's so sick world building. And you don't see that in modern games where they like do this little like crazy, like you go into this vault or you go into the entrance of Little Lamplight and this like child like confronts you and is like talking shit to you and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And it's like a little civilization of children. It's like that's insane world building to me. And like each child again has their own like little thing going on and it's fucking sick. And then you meet Sticky, bro. You meet goddamn Sticky and you find out that they kick out everyone who gets too old to be there anymore. So when they grow up, they get kicked out to a place called Big Town. Right? Like that is fucking such cool storytelling. And then you can oh, the fucking most annoying quest in Fallout 3. You can escort Sticky to Big Town and they will throw death claws at you. What was it, Yago bears or whatever, or Wygo bears? They'll throw those guys at you, or Yagwais or whatever. They'll throw that motherfucker at you. They'll throw the Enclave at you. Yeah, it's insane. And Vegas too. You go to the strip, bro, and there's so much to do. You find out that one of the clubs or one of the casinos is literally filled with cannibals. Like that shit, you don't see that in modern games. Like that kind of crazy twist ending game, like gameplay changes. Like it's fucking sick. Little Lamplight is dope. 100%, dude. Like, Little Lamplight was probably my favorite part about Fallout 3. It was just so random and so fucking unique. Fallout 3 got away with having slavery somehow, which is fucking crazy. It's more present in Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas, you got the Legion that's like straight up enslaving people with collars and shit. Children, too, which was fucking insane. So many games that focus more on visuals than anything else, lol. I have like 200 hours in Beyond Good and Evil, and polygons in that game have families. Yeah, I know. Like some people care about graphics, some people don't. I'm kind of in the middle. I find if a game is like graphically hard to look at, it's hard for me to play it like to an extent. But if the gameplay is so fucking good, I don't really care. Like we all know, do you know how popular like Hearthstones is? That's literally just a card game. And a lot of people love that shit. Like you don't really need good graphics to tell a good story. Like you don't. I think a big majority of the team should be worried on gameplay, storytelling, right? Like that should be a big part of the game. I think graphics and everything should be a second thing. You know what I mean? And if you can make a story that's graphically beautiful and really well done, then obviously you got a AAA game there that's going to sell like fucking hotcakes. I like both. Well, yeah, I feel like you need both to sell a game, though. Kind of random, but you think Bobby Lee might get canceled after the whole impulsive George Janko drama? It seems people are starting to dig up his past actions. I don't know if he's going to get canceled because people have tried to cancel Bobby Lee before. I believe he made a comment about how he got like a child to do something to him, like a prostitute, and he said it was a joke. Like stuff has been brought. Plus Bobby Lee's like ex-wife too. She's been called out for things. He's definitely going to get flack for this, but it's gonna pass like everything on the internet. I mean, I don't condone what Bobby Lee did to George. I think that was extremely fucked up. So, but yeah, I don't know. People are definitely looking into that. What's your opinion on Gideon? Well, I don't know the guy, but based on his actions on the internet, I think he's a garbage human being. But I mean, we'll see if he can redeem himself. But I don't really appreciate people who use religion to try to get good boy points and hide. I don't really like that. But now Bobby Lee will be fine. He's too famous for George crying about him to do anything. I wouldn't say George crying is the proper analogy. He did fucking touch his dick multiple times in that podcast, which is not okay by any means. I don't think you should just be able to touch someone's penis. Like, I don't really like George, but I think he has some valid points when it came to his complaints towards Bobby and, fucking Logan Paul. Because, like, I think everyone's talking about that right now. It's actually kind of insane. But Logan Paul did come with receipts, to be fair, but he still didn't really address the most important issues. Even though it's been 3 years, the whole EDP shit felt like it yesterday. No, yeah, it's been just it's just been an insane storyline so far. Like EDP's life has just been insane. You think like most sensible people, well, if you're a sensible person, you're not trying to groom a child, but let's say you are a sensible person, they would probably just leave the internet after what happened to EDP, right? They would take their shame and leave because you're only shaming yourself more by being on the internet more. And he decided he likes being shamed, so he stayed on the internet. Well, I don't think he likes being shamed, but he likes attention, and he outweighs attention over his own morals and his own honor, I guess. So, yeah, it's been crazy, man. I don't like George either. Yeah, I just don't really like him. He seems kind of snaky, not gonna lie, but I don't know. I mean, his feelings are valid though. I mean, if he wants to go after Bobby, then I would probably back him up. I'm shocked I never learned about EDP until finding your original channel. How did I miss that shit? Yeah, that's the weird thing. I feel like a lot of people like found out about EDP and stuff through my channel, which is kind of crazy to me because I thought he was like pretty well known at that point. But like some people even use my channel to like get updates on EDP, and I feel like I'm not doing a good job because I don't follow EDP's life to the T. And that's the thing I think Mike Klum didn't really understand about me is like I don't really look into EDP that much. I like will look into it if I have to talk about something when it comes to EDP, but I don't know like nearly that much about him. Like honestly, I couldn't tell you where he's working right now. I couldn't tell you what he's doing right now. I couldn't tell you what he's been doing. Like I just don't have that kind of insider information compared to like some people who spend their entire life looking for shit to talk about when it comes to EDP. Shit makes no goddamn sense, and I hope this EDP documentary does something to at least get jails. Yeah, I mean, I brought up with Mike Klum too when I talked to him is like, does he say anything incriminating? Because hypothetically, if he does end up getting arrested, they might be able to look into this documentary and see what he says, because that is technically an admission of guilt, theoretically, right? Like if he says what he did was actually true, and they can collaborate that with the evidence and Kayla's interview or whatever, that actually might be something they can use if he does get arrested, right? I don't know the legality because NDAs were being signed and stuff was being passed over, and obviously I don't know if Mike Klum consulted a lawyer during any of this, but like I feel like there actually might be a good chance that this documentary might do some good. It might be more than just a entertaining piece of content, you know? I only vaguely remember EDP was before he got exposed the first time. Well, for me, I wouldn't say I was a fan of him, but I found his shit funny, just like how I find some Jinxie clips funny. Like I wouldn't say I was a fan, but I did tune into his channel once in a while. And then when he got caught, I remember like being like, holy shit, like this can't be real. I can't believe that fucking happened because, you know, no one really expected it. And I guess that's kind of the hard part about these YouTubers is like it's the ones you don't expect. You know what I mean? And so I never expected it. And then it happened. And I was like, well, damn, I remember me and my friends were making jokes about it, like the cupcake shit. And then 2 years later, I started making YouTube videos and I bring it up. So that's kind of my whole thing. Yes, it should be. But then again, Gideon's BS sting might fug up the case. Well, I mean, there is a possibility of that. I mean, Gideon is apparently catching predators tomorrow. So we'll see. And I swear to God, if he goes the Vitaly route, he's done, because Vitaly is one of the shittiest predator catchers I've ever seen. And everyone who's calling him a hero, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, has he caught some predators? Sure. Has he locked some predators away? Probably. I didn't really look into it. But dude's making them like do the hot chili pepper challenge, and he's like pretending to shoot his crewmates to prank them. And it's like, dude, you do realize how finicky court is, right? And you can tell none of these guys have had to like actually deal with like legal proceedings. Well, I guess Vitaly did because he beat the shit out of a lady until she almost died. But like evidence is so fickle when it comes to court. Like even if you get a little bit wrong on the evidence or a little bit is tainted, they can't use that evidence. So when you decide to prank the fucking predator you're catching, the police might just straight up dismiss the case. Right? Like that's what pisses me off about Vitaly, because you clearly can tell. You can tell the difference between predator catchers who are actually doing it to protect children and predator catchers who are doing it purely for clout and for good boy points. And Vitaly is definitely one of them. And I don't care if someone tries to cancel me over that statement. It is true. And if you don't agree, you're a fucking idiot. Like there's a difference between a predator who's trying to catch to be good and try to spread awareness, and then there's Vitaly, someone who's doing it strictly for content. And it goes show because he tries to make every predator catching entertaining when the whole concept of catching a predator should be entertaining itself. That's why Chris Hansen didn't have to do all this fancy shit when he caught his predators. It was a simple interview, and what the predator said was interesting enough to make the video interesting. And him confronting a predator should be interesting enough. But these streamers don't get that. They want clout. And Gideon is just going to follow the exact same fucking concept. I think you do pretty good with video essays and summarizing full events, to be honest. I'd watch them at least. News updates are great, but people could also want background on why it's important. Yeah, it's just the reason why I haven't really tackled really big things and going into like full kind of in-depth video essays is because those are so like, what's the word? Like, I don't want to get shit wrong. That's the last thing I want to do is like do a video essay on something and getting misinformation or not doing my research properly. And in this very serious video, that is very important, right? Like, I feel like if you do a commentary video, not many people are going to take you as seriously as compared to a fully edited video essay. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do them in the future. Dude, I hope Matt Simon saw the Mike Klum interview so he knows Mike didn't flake on him on purpose. No, I think he knows that. I think I watched his live stream and I think he's on the understanding that he probably didn't mean to do it, but he still is valid in his emotions. And Mike understands that because it's like, it's still shitty. Like no one wants to feel like you're not noticing them or like wanting to proceed with this because like I said, this interview would be huge for Matt Simon. Right. So you can tell he's very upset about it because he could have honestly just waited a little bit longer. But I mean, do I blame him? Not really. I mean, I don't really like being up in the air with topics of like that nature either. Chet Goldstein used that same shit too. He challenged a predator to a boxing match instead of calling the police. Well, yeah, but I feel like Chet has learned though. Chet has gotten much better over the years. Like now he's actually a pretty good predator catcher. Like it seems like he's taking it seriously, especially compared to like what the fuck Vitaly's doing right now. Yeah, fair enough. It's a lot of work and research. Yeah, 100%, right? Someone needs to whoop EDP's arse at least, no cap. Well, I mean, as satisfying as that would be to watch EDP get his shit knocked, the best thing that can happen is he gets arrested, basically. I think, like in my personal opinion, it would be satisfying to see him get his ass whooped. And does he deserve it? 100%. But then what happens? He's just going to get off the ground, walk home after he calls the cops, because he always calls the cops, and then he's going to go groom another minor. Like, it doesn't do anything for us, right? Here's one. Did you hear about the webtoon that was basically revenge fetish and got shut down for a racist portrayal of a character being called the N-word? No, I haven't heard about any of that. And still, Chris Hansen failed at the beginning of the TCAP series because he wasn't working with law enforcement. It wasn't until the second or third season when predators started getting arrested. Yeah, I remember that was kind of a thing because like when the season first started, he was just kind of confronting the predators and they would just like walk out. Like that was literally the whole thing. I think there was an episode where this guy went into the garage of this little boy's house, allegedly, and he like came in butt naked or some shit. And then Chris caught him and then he left. And then they caught him in another sting like a couple days later, the same exact dude. So it's like that really goes to show why you should have police involvement, because even if you catch them, even if you expose them, as soon as they walk away, they're just going to go do it again. You can't change these people. They're just going to go do it again. They don't give a fuck. You think after being caught would kind of put some sense in them to wake up to the reality of life. But no, they just go do it again. But again, Chris Hansen learned though and realized that he could work with law enforcement. About that, Matt Simon says the doc won't be life-changing. He said he was in a Sunny V2 video that got 9 million views and his life didn't change. Well, it depends, right? It really depends. The difference is he was probably referenced. A whole interview shows the personality of the person. If people like Matt Simon during the interview, they're probably going to go check out his channel. It's probably going to be more of an in-depth dive when it comes to Mike Klum because he's interviewing a lot of people, and I'm sure he's going to add context to the interview, why they're getting interviewed, or their reason for being interviewed. So I feel like that's a little bit different than being shout out in a Sunny V2 video. Plus, Sunny V2 is not that big of a YouTuber. I guess Mike Klum isn't either, but as much as Chet changed up in recent years, it's technically is all his fault. He even got off to begin with. Well, I think Mike Klum is going to bring that up in his documentary about Chet Goldstein because I guess he interviewed him, if I remember that correctly. So he's probably going to bring it up, most likely, and we'll see what Chet has to say. But yeah, obviously Chet dropped the ball majorly. There's no questioning that, and I think he knows that. I think both him and the CC unit know they fucked that up majorly, and there was definitely a little bit of cloutness behind their EDP catch, right? Which is pretty unforgivable in my personal opinion, but I don't know, dude. Like, he got his channel deleted, all that stuff. His reputation was kind of ruined because of it, as the guy who let EDP go, basically being one of two, I guess, at this point, because JDon also fumbled it. It was called Get Schooled. I had been a huge fan until it happened. If you go to the creators' Instagram page, their comments are flooded. Damn, dude. Well, yeah, they caught that guy again trying to meet at Decoy at McDonald's. Well, yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. They just don't fucking care, right? Like I understand not every predator is going to reoffend and all that shit. Like I know that, but at the same time, it's like trying to rearrange someone's brain. Like it's a lot harder than it sounds, right? So the best course of action is just get them away from victims. That's really it. Like if someone's sick and we can't put them down legally, then they need to be away from what they're going to cause damage to. That's literally just it, man. I wonder if he interviewed CC Unit too. Oh, I'm sure he interviewed Ghost. I'm sure he interviewed CC Unit and Ghost. Like I feel like Chet definitely kind of crossed his T's and dotted his I's on this documentary. Thing is, everyone hasn't really seen JDon's sting or confrontation. Yeah, because no one really watched it. No one really knew about it in the first place. And then JDon hyped it up and then said he's not going to post it. So all of JDon's fans were like, okay, I guess we're not watching it. And then Skeeter put it behind a fucking paywall for the first couple days. And then sure, yeah, it was free, but who's going to go to fucking Skeeter Jean's website to go watch it when, YouTube's right there? So someone else uploaded the sting video on their YouTube channel and got like less than 1 million views. I think it still got like 900,000 views. And the comments there were saying that it was a shit sting. Right, but that's pretty much as far as it went. The Reddit, the EDP Reddit was kind of calling him out. But again, the Reddit's only so big. In terms of mainstream, no one actually watched the sting. A lot of people didn't even know what happened. Right? Yeah, especially because the JDon sting isn't on YouTube, so a lot of people don't know about it. I mean, it is, but it's not on Skeeter or JDon's channel where people would expect it to be. It's on some random archive channel. Like it does have views. Don't get me wrong. It does have quite a few views. But again, if JDon posted it or Skeeter posted it on their YouTube channel, it'd probably be at like 6, 7, 8 million views. Imagine if Charlie seen how JDon's. Yeah, but the problem with like Charlie and these like big streamers and YouTubers is they look into shit on the surface level and they never follow up. Like you'd expect Moist Critical. He was like hyping JDon up. He did a full interview with JDon, and then he didn't even watch the sting and just moved on and never talked about it again. And I mean, like, I don't blame him. It is what it is. You move on to other shit. But like, if only like Moist Critical knew how badly the sting actually went. Like in terms of actual like getting EDP caught, which fucking did jack shit, and like an actually entertaining sting. It wasn't entertaining at all. It was fucking boring as hell. It was literally like 40 minutes of them talking and then like 2 minutes of the confrontation. And then EDP, like, okay, there's so many things that went wrong, guys. I've been over this so many times. They did it at a fucking medical building that you can't film in. So obviously that's pretty bad. Again, they did it at a medical building where people are trying to get their medical treatment, and EDP was trying to get his medical treatment. I don't know if you guys know about this, but like, that could be an issue in the future. You prevented EDP from getting his medical treatment. Even if he's a predator, and I know he's a predator, guys, he doesn't deserve that treatment. I understand it. It could go to someone else. I get that. But in the eyes of the law, you just tried to prevent a man from getting his medical treatment, which can get brought up in the court case if this does go to court. Another thing, the motherfucker just walked into the medical center, and what were they supposed to do? Follow him? They couldn't film in there. They legally can. You legally can't film in a medical center. What were they supposed to do? And then he just drove away. What they think was going to happen? They were so set on clout and money. They knew that sting was shit. That's why JDon didn't post it. He knew that shit was awful. I streamed that sting on Discord and I told Skeeter not to put it behind a paywall. Well, of course he did, because it was shit. And then on top of that, that looks really bad if you're going to put a sting as big as EDP behind a paywall. And Gideon has the fucking goal to say in Penguin Zero's video that we focus more on the legal aspect than entertaining aspect. Your sting operation was worse than the Czech Goldstein was, like way worse, and you're somehow saying yours was better. They're both shit. Both of them were fumbled. Who streams on Wednesday? People who grind for success. Facts. Fucking insane people stream on a Wednesday. Like the deadest day in terms of like actual views and retaining people is Wednesday. Well, at least that's what my stats say. Moist called Gideon out actually on stream. Wait, did he actually? Wait, did Moist actually? Did he actually call him out? Because if he did, you should send me a link, because I'm actually very interested in looking into that. Yeah, Moist is pretty good at admitting when he is wrong too. No, I 100% agree with that. The point I was trying to make is like a lot of these YouTubers, like big commentary channels, will discuss a topic that's like happening there, like that, like very popular, very bussin', like very big subject. And then as soon as it's out of their concept, they just never talk about it. And then that situation gets a lot worse and no one covers it. Like with the Gideon stuff, right? It's like people were talking about Gideon and how hyped they were about the video, but then the video came out and it was garbage. The Sting video came out, it was trash, and then no one was talking about it after. Everyone just forgot about it. I hated watching that stream. They didn't do anything, and Kayla got harassed by EDP after. It was a double negative. Yeah, he like sent her a bunch of messages afterwards, which, by the way, I think we all agree she shouldn't be still in contact with EDP at that point, right? Like, I feel like that's kind of something I've already been over and over again, and I hope Mike brings it up in his documentary, because you should not be allowing a minor to continue talking to a predator so you guys can make content. That is so fucking sickening. And I know Mike and me and Mike's views are different on that. He actually likes Gideon. I don't like Gideon. I think that is extremely fucked up on many reasons. I think that's super irresponsible. I think that is literally being an accessory to a crime. If you know when someone's being groomed and they come to you about it and you continue allowing them to be groomed in order to benefit yourself over the situation, you are a fucking asset to that grooming now. So bye, Gideon. Bye, Gideon. Hope you get fucking sued. I tried to get Charlie to look into EDP stuff again back when EDP did a response to Gideon, and he said he wasn't interested in EDP anymore. Well, that's what I'm saying. They cover a topic. As soon as it's out of their parameters, they just never talk about it again, even if it gets much worse. Imagine if Charlie knew everything that's going on right now. Imagine. He probably doesn't even know that there's a documentary coming out. Like, I understand I don't expect them to know this stuff. I really don't. But if you're going to start talking about a subject, you should follow through with it. The smart thing is to bring EDP to you instead of going to EDP. That's why the Czech Goldstein sting is better. Well, the whole concept of sting operations is catching the predator in the act, right? There's not much better damning evidence than someone showing up at a place to do something, and then you have the messages to back it up. That's really damning stuff, right? So usually in sting operations, the adult goes to meet up with the minor for sexual activities. That is a crime. That is literally punishable, even if it's not an actual minor talking to them. In a lot of places, that's still considered a crime. Gideon literally went and just confronted him with Kayla's evidence. That was it. They weren't catching him in any sort of act. They weren't catching him at all. They weren't doing anything like that. That was literally it. It was just a content sting. That was literally it, which I don't agree with. Don't do sting operations if you're not actually trying to get the person arrested. They were originally supposed to confront EDP at SeaWorld. Why would EDP go to SeaWorld? Are you trying to like make a whale joke like you did in your original video? SeaWorld would have been better, the Dallas Center, in my opinion. Well, I think the best course of action when it comes to this is to confront him at his house or a grocery store, somewhere where he can't just escape easily. Like, yeah, his house, he might just shut the door in your face, or sometimes these predators will just invite you in because they feel like they can build a defense for themselves. It was only seen for real because of that stupid dumbass cupcake costume he reported. Yeah, exactly. Still would have been preferred if it wasn't somewhere public. Well, that's what I mean. It's hard to catch a predator in public because you have people walking around. There's so many places people can escape in public. Like it's tough, man. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Sick. SeaWorld would have been safer because they had metal detectors for guns, and it would be also be funner to catch EDP on a roller coaster, but Gideon didn't want to wait. Well, I mean, that's fair on Gideon. That's kind of like a huge crapshoot to like try to go confront him on a roller coaster. And I feel like at that point, no one would have taken the sting seriously at all. EDP and I are dating. No, the fuck you are not dating EDP. Jesus. Hell yeah, we'll watch and Destructor stream tomorrow. Yeah, I might even tune in. I mean, I'm working till like 4:30, but Moist might destroy Gideon badly if he's seen it, though. I mean, he's going to know about the EDP documentary, and Mike Klum does talk to Gideon about the sting. So I'm sure EDP, or I'm sure, what's his face? Fuck. Moist is probably going to talk about it soon because he was somewhat involved. Well, I wouldn't say involved, but he did talk to Gideon on stream about it and was very interested on the sting. In June, several YouTubers are going to expose Mark. My words, these YouTubers are friends with Jayon and they also are predators. Yeah, are you surprised though, Kayla? Like genuinely, are you surprised that these people are being exposed though? Like, really? Is this a surprise? Wouldn't be shocked if Keemstar is one of them. He gives me major creeps. I mean, I don't know about Keemstar, man. I mean, he's a weird guy. Don't get me wrong. He's not the best human being, and he's out here throwing predator allegations like they're left, right, and center at this point. Is Vitaly really that god awful? Well, I don't know, man. It's just I don't respect the way he does stings. You guys know my opinion on sting operations. I'm not against them, but I feel like you got to be as professional as cops during sting operations. You got to be really good, and you got to know the law. You got to know what you can and cannot do when you take in vigilantism. Like you got to be really smart with what you're doing because you're already doing a very risky thing. And what you're doing will alert the predator that people are suspicious about them. And if you don't do it right, they're going to go into hiding and become smarter when it comes to them grooming children. They're not going to stop. They're going to adapt. They're going to become smarter. They're going to be more cautious when they do shit like that. Right? So you got to be super careful when it comes to catching predators. You got to know exactly what you're doing. You got to make sure the cops are on board with it. Work with the police. Don't work against them. Oh, it's not going to make a good video. That's not the fucking point of doing a sting, though. The content comes second. Catching the predator comes first. That should be everyone's MO when it comes to catching a predator. Content second, catching predator first. And the problem with Vitaly is he does content first, such as lubing up a predator when he comes into his apartment, such as covering him in confetti and then calling the cops. And then when the cops come and say, yo, what the fuck are you doing? What is happening here? And then he tries to spin it like the cop's a predator protector. It's like, dog, I would have the same reaction if I was a cop. I show up to a call that a guy was texting a minor and he's covered in oil sitting in the middle of the fucking apartment. It's like, what do you think I'm going to react like? Like, you guys are clearly fucking with him, which as a predator, I understand that they deserve to be fucked with. But what, like, they're just going to dismiss it. They're just going to dismiss the fucking thing. And is Vitaly going to give a shit? Hell no. Because he just got all that kick donations, all that kick moolah. Interesting. How are you going to? Sorry, that's not even for me. I remember Gideon talked to me about him having a private investigator building up a case, so I didn't need to go to the cops. He did have a PI, but it wasn't building a case. I trusted him. Also, like in terms of like a PI building a case, PI don't really build cases though. They can investigate stuff, but they're not law enforcement. Right? They're not law enforcement. Their case building is as accurate as a normal civilian following someone around and trying to write notes about it. Right? So yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. Like, what kind of case notes are they going to put? Like you, Kayla, you were the one with the evidence. You're the one who was getting groomed. The private investigator had no idea about any of that evidence. What kind of case are they going to build? What, EDP is eating too much? Like, he's following him around writing notes about him. What are they going to write? Unless he sees him groom a minor, you can't really build a case. I'm surprised Gideon has predator friends. I don't know if he's aware of it. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he's friends with fucking Sneeko, or at least he was. Sneeko isn't the most best person in the world at all by any means. So you can imagine he's pretty connected with a lot of really shady people. June is literally my birth month. Everything happens in June. Facts. I was like, a way to start summer. It's so frustrating when you watch a sting and they have just yap endlessly instead of calling the cops. Well, yeah. I mean, I understand yapping a bit because if the police do want to use your information, if you can get a confession out of them, that actually might be really good for the case. So if you try to like yap them up and eventually they do confess, then that's what Chris Hansen used to do. He used to talk to them. If they say, oh, yeah, I don't know, I was stupid, man. That's pretty much them confirming that they're guilty. Pretty much they're confirming that what they did was actually true and they're guilty. I'll take accountability for the fact this was 67% my fault. I should have gotten YouTubers involved, but I thought their influence would make the legal system care more. They wanted to be involved. Well, no, I'm not really blaming you that much. I've already talked to you in person about like how like I don't think you should have went to any YouTubers. I think that's probably the worst mistake. But at the end of the day, it happened. There's nothing we can do about it. You still have an investigation going on right now. So, I mean, it is what it is. Nowadays, Chet original sting is gone and now reactions are up. Yeah. I hope YouTube doesn't take down the Mike Klum documentary. I mean, if they do, there's going to be a massive backlash, though, because obviously Mike says in the interview that he leaves nothing off limits. But, like, that's like a documentary. It's a piece of, like, information that is put together in a documentary. It should be allowed on YouTube. And I'm assuming there might be police present, perhaps. So I don't see why it would be against the YouTube terms. Well, he was babysitting kids. Ew. Sneeko is low-key a groomer. I mean, we'll see, man. Inros isn't the best person in the world either. No, not at all. Did you see Jayon's community post? Yeah, that he's catching predators tomorrow. Yeah, I saw his community post. With Skeeter Gene, because those duos are so good at catching predators right now. They're like the dream team when it comes to catching predators. My God. I don't know, man. We were talking about that earlier. I was saying how like he might be trying to do a Vitaly where they're just going to go and catch a bunch of predators like he's live streaming. It's not a video. It's going to be a live stream. Plus, I don't know, man. That's like, I understand it's not a prank, but like, is that really like something he should be doing? Right? Because like in terms of God, the best thing to do is try to heal a person, not humiliate them. And even though they're a predator, and I don't think really God appreciates predators, they're still human. And in the eyes of God, they are sick and they are ill and they need to be healed, basically. And I don't think what Gideon does is going to be seen that way. So Gideon's still a massive fucking fraud. It's not your fault being a minor. You should have been protected. These YouTubers used you. And it's not fair to for anyone to blame you. You were dumb. Most kids are. It's not an excuse to harass you. I will just get this out of the way. I think you talking to EDP was extremely stupid. And I think getting YouTubers involved was extremely stupid. But again, I have way more expectations from the adults in this situation, and they fucking failed you massively. They failed the court case, or not the court case. They failed the investigation. They failed you. They failed everything in this situation. Right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And we move on. You learn from your mistakes. You move on. Right. Oh, no, a live stream seems like it's going to be a terrible idea. That's just going to be for pure content. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what this live streaming. And again, they're probably streaming while I'm at work. So I'm not even going to be able to see it live. Right. But you almost guarantee if they fuck around tomorrow and they like, trust me, Gideon is on my fucking scope right now. If he fucks around, I'm making a video talking about him. We'll see. We'll see. If he straight up starts going off the rails and starts harassing, or I wouldn't say harassing, but starts like belittling predators and trying to do it for content, wearing a fucking clown hat and being all jokes about it, then yes, I'm doing a video about Gideon because him being a shitty Sting person is why I'm upset with him right now. That's literally the whole reason I'm upset with him. Well, one of them. One of him being is a fake religious person, but the other one being an awful person to use in a Sting. He's terrible. He's awful. He doesn't take anything seriously. He fumbles the whole thing. He uses real minors as fucking predator bait. Like, they have SS Sniper Wolf privilege. There's 2 court cases and a Sting might happen. Honestly, it'll be legendary if Chet does a dope ass redemption video where he does the right, smart, right. Well, Chet's already kind of on a redemption arc. Like, he's been getting predators put away. Like, he's getting more predators put away right now than he used to. I don't know the lore behind Chet, but why didn't he get EDP in jail? because they didn't have the police involved to begin with. And then I believe another big reason why is because the girl who was texting him, like the Sophia bait account, was kind of well, the reason they say is like entrapment. So essentially, she was trying to lure EDP there. She's like, "Oh, you need to come," and EDP is like, "I don't think I should come. This isn't right. I don't want to get caught." And she's like, "No, come," which I think in the eyes of the law is considered entrapment. Like she's trying to get him to come to her, which again I think is still wrong. That's still a predator still going to meet a child. Doesn't matter how much convincing the child does. That is still a child. But I guess the law didn't want to take it into account. I guess I don't know. I don't know, man. If it wasn't Kayla that spoke to EDP, it would have been a different girl. A creep like that can't help himself. The fat jokes did hit, though. True. I don't know, guys. We'll see tomorrow, though. We'll see tomorrow. I think he's supposed to be live streaming tomorrow. We'll see what this live stream entails, because it is a live stream. So is he just going to rapid go after a bunch of predators, Vitaly style, and just stream it and attack them in the streets and prank them? Is pranking okay when it's against a predator? I don't know, man. In my personal opinion, not really. I think you should be focusing on the actual getting them arrested. If Jayon does something sus tomorrow, we will expose him, homie. Well, yeah, like I'm already like what is he doing, bro? And of course, I can't just call him out because that doesn't look good. You calling out a predator catcher. But a lot of these people, like Vitaly gets protected so much on Twitter right now. They're like, but he's gotten real life predators arrested. Okay, cool. But how many has he let go right now? Because he's been doing these dumbass pranks while trying to arrest them. Like there's one prank where he pretends to shoot his friend with like an airsoft gun or a shooty gun or whatever the fuck you call him. And the predator takes off running. It's like, okay, cool. So now when they go to investigate, that's going to get brought up. Why'd you do it? Oh, because we thought it was funny. Okay, cool. Court dismissed. Right? Chet managed to have a better character development over Jadeon, surprisingly. Yeah, well, Chet still did fucked up things. Like he used like his cousin as bait, like his profile picture to like catch predators, which is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know how dangerous that is? These predators are going to pass that picture around. They're going to try to find him. Like that's so fucking dangerous. Like Chet was I'm going to be honest, Chet was a retard when it came to trying to catch predators, but I mean, he's better now. So why it be so difficult for predators just to meet up with a natural adult? I mean, that's like saying, why is it so difficult for, I don't know, serial killers not to murder? It's just in their nature, right? It's in their nature. They know it's wrong. They know it's sick, but they still do it because they're fucked in the brain, right? It's like the frog and scorpion tale, right? The frog wants to carry the scorpion across the river. The scorpion wants the frog to carry him across the river. The frog's like, yo, you're going to sting me. And the scorpion goes, nah, just take me across the river. The scorpion stings him halfway through the lake as they're both sinking to their death, right? The frog goes, why'd you do it? And then the scorpion's just like, it's in my nature, right? We don't know why they do it. We don't know why they do it. We don't know what they are, but they still do it because it's in their nature. And the only way to stop that is either putting them away or trying to fix them, which, you know, it's pretty hard. One of those options are very hard. If he even gets at least one of them arrested, that'd be cool. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe Jadeon is going to come on to stream tomorrow and just catch a bunch of predators and do it the right way and get them actually arrested. And he might actually win some points over with me. Like very rarely, like very small amount. But if he does go on live stream tomorrow and actually catch some predators and do some good work, then maybe. But if he goes on stream tomorrow dressed up as a fucking cupcake or dressed up in some sort of outfit to make an entertaining stream, and then he and Skeeter go and fucking shoot shit for 4 hours on stream, fucking around with predators, then yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like, bro's such a fraud. Isn't catching predators to humiliate them just judging them? Please be reminded Skeeter has caught 50 plus predators and only put 3 in jail. I mean, there's so many different aspects when it comes to predator poaching. Sorry, excuse me. On one hand, yes, there's a portion of predator catchers who do it just for the clout. That's not something that people are ignoring or not understanding. There are predator catchers out there who do it purely for clout. They don't fucking care. They try to get good boy points. And a lot of the time they fuck up whatever they're doing because they don't actually care about it. Then there's predator catchers who actually give a shit and work with the cops and actually do a really good job and act professional. Now there's a predator group like a predator catching group that's kind of both. They try to make it as entertaining as possible, but also try to get them arrested. Now, obviously, that doesn't really work because if you want to make it interesting, you're still going to taint something, right? If you want to dress up as a cupcake, that's going to taint the fucking investigation. It's the little things. And like I said before, if you guys are knowledgeable about court proceedings and legal proceedings, is the littlest thing could fucking destroy a case. The littlest little goofy thing can destroy it. So that's why a lot of cops don't want vigilantes, because unfortunately, I got to say this, they do fuck it up a lot of the times. And like Kayla said, lots of the times you'll catch 50, 67 predators and only put 2 of them away. Oh, but Plubius, it's worth it if you put 2 predators away. Yeah, but what about the 50 that just found out that they're being exposed and now we're going to up the game to not get caught again? And they're going to go home and take their frustrations out by grooming another minor. Is that really worth it? Or do we try to work with the cops, be smart about what we're doing, and actually get people arrested? On the subject, what's your opinion on Master at Work investigation? The one with the high school girl EDP was messaging. I mean, it was all right. I mean, Master at Work has never been bad at conducting the investigation he has. I mean, me personally, I'm not really involved with Master at Works or anything like that, but I thought they did a decent job. I mean, they did expose him. So did they get him arrested? No, but at least they exposed him. And with Jadion's prank reputation, it's most definitely might mess with the case, and hope it does. And like, I want to see his mugshot. We guys got to also understand, what was Vitaly too? What was Vitaly doing before he did all this predator catching? He used to be a prank channel. So I kind of get this uneasy feeling with all these prank channels wanting to do predator catches, because it really shows you, are they doing it to catch a predator, or are they doing it because that's the new thing right now? Right? Pranks used to be massive back in the day. Now the thing is predator catches. That's what gets you views now. That's what gets attention. Right? So, I mean, I don't really need to explain it to you guys, but you have all these prank channels that used to do pranks now want to move over and do predator catches, and they're really bad at it because they just see it as content. They don't actually see the real life issues with predators. They don't really see the actual serious nature of a predator. Why do you think the scientific reason behind why predators think the way they think? I mean, it's a hard question to say because I'm not like a psychology person, but I think like basic knowledge would say that like it's either past trauma for some of these people. Like a lot of people who get groomed as children usually tend to groom other children when they grow up, just to like kind of vent their trauma, I guess. Then there's some people who are just wired wrong. Some people just find children attractive. They never really grow out of that. And then there's people who have a power imbalance. There's people who go after children because they're stronger than them, because they're more powerful than them, that they want to take advantage of something that's weaker than them, right? These people are disgusting. And then there's predators who, again, are just like attracted to children, I guess. I don't know. It's a whole thing, man. It's very complicated, unfortunately. In a way, you're like Master at Work 2.0, because I used to go to him for EDP updates, and he used to just destroy EDP, but now I really fuck with your content calling out demons. Thanks, I appreciate that. I wouldn't say I'm like the next Master at Work. I don't think I'll ever get to that point he was at, but I mean, I'm trying my best with what I have. I mean, I'm not like an investigator. I'm not like a journalist. I just try to do what I can. And all honesty, as someone who was groomed as a kid, I hate people who say that Alex Rosen, aka Chet Goldstein, saying racist joke is somehow just as bad as being a pedophile. No, that's the issue, is like everything nowadays, it's either you're a Nazi or a pedophile. You make dark jokes, you're a Nazi, or you're a pedophile. That's like literally the thing right now. And it's like, dude, was Chet Goldstein a bad person for the shit that he used to say? Sure. Was his jokes not that funny and were just straight up edgy? Yeah. Should he have done the things he did when it came to trying to catch predators? Absolutely not. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's trying to redeem himself right now. Isn't the fact that he got 3 arrested still good? It's better than him getting 0 arrested. Yeah, but that concept only makes sense if you don't realize the fact that those 50 predators that he didn't get arrested have now upped their game. They got caught. They got lucky. They didn't go to jail, so they upped the game. They're more cautious. That's the issue. Every time you don't catch a predator, they get more cautious. They update themselves pretty much. So that those 50 predators he didn't catch are now aware that they were being exposed, and now they're going to be more cautious about grooming, right? They're not going to stop because they got caught. Hell no, they're not going to stop because they got caught. That's a little hiccup. They don't give a fuck. They're just going to move on. So it really begs the question, right? Like, is it worth it if you're gonna miss on 50 predators, just get two? Is it really worth that risk just to get two predators put away? Also, in defense of Chet, wasn't he like 19 or 20 when he did the EDP sting? So he was still naive, unlike Ginny and Skeeter, who are much older. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. He was at that point. He did do a lot of predator stings up till that point, but yeah, he was. I mean, it's not really an excuse though. I mean, even as a young person, if you're that naive, don't try to catch a predator, right? I feel like if you're not knowledgeable about the situation and you're gonna fuck it up, don't get involved, right? So yeah, Chet just has a very unfortunate face that makes him look older than he actually is. Yeah, he was like 20 or 21. He was 21. ADP is feminine. Yeah, especially when he put makeup on to like impress Kayla. My favorite predator catcher is a guy named Anxiety War. Yeah, I heard about that guy. EDP is feminine. I knew Gideon was a joke when he caught a Mexican guy on Cinco de Mayo and started trolling him with taco hat. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. And people always reference it like, "Oh, he caught a predator." It's like, dude, did you guys not watch it? It was mostly Skeeter, and Gideon was just there for like comic relief, right? It's like, whatever, man. That'd be low key funny if he got that guy arrested. Master at Work and Cole Raven especially were on EDP's ass before the end of his career. Yeah, all those guys were like way ahead when it came to like calling out and exposing EDP. EDP hates Cole Raven so much, no one is better at roasting EDP. Yeah, I mean Cole Raven has done a pretty good job like getting on EDP's ass. I mean he obviously has left a very deep mark into EDP's soul. Pluvius is better than Master at Work in my opinion. I mean, if that's what you think, sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't like comparing myself to other YouTubers, but I think they're both great. Studies on predators have found crosswires in the brain. Human nature is meant to take care and look for kids, but the part of the brain that accidentally cross with the romance wires causing a mistake. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. It's like, but at the end of the day, we all still have free will. I mean, that's the difference between like a predator who's not not doing those emissions. Like nothing in the brain has dictated that like these people who go to meet up with a minor that they never like try to stop themselves. That's not a mental issue. That's them just purely acting on their lust. You know, that's why non-evicting predators are bad, but obviously evicting predators are so much worse because they actually act upon their lust. And I hope people who are non-evicting, like people who actually find children attractive, they go get help immediately. Like go try to hit in the butt before you turn into a monster. Feelings. They also found a similar thing with people who are attracted to feet. EP follows a lot of minors named Kayla on it's like Instagram. Yeah, I noticed that with EDP, he seems more cautious in the Gideon sting. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Even Papa Gut, even though I don't agree with his takes, he brought up that point too because it is a true point. The more you try to catch these predators, the more they start learning, right? They're going to start learning and start being more cautious. Are they going to stop? No. A lot of people think that they almost got caught. They're going to wake up and stop. No, they're not going to stop. A lot of the times they don't. They just move on and they get more cautious about what they're doing. Mike Klum should have really involved Cole Raven, the guy who's Cole Raven, I think, is in the documentary. If I'm remembering the interview. I mean, the interview is up on my channel if you want to watch it, but pretty sure I do bring up Cole Raven, and I think he does say he has him in the documentary. Cole Raven is such a chill guy. EDP is a baddie. Yeah, maybe to fucking Tyrone, his cellmate. The fuck? What do you think of CC Unit? I don't really know much of them now. I thought they're all right predator catchers. They still fumbled a lot of shit back in the day. Like they're not innocent in that aspect. They really fumbled a lot of fucking investigations, especially the EDP one. You'd think Ghost would have handled that better being a CC unit and a established predator catchers. You think they would have fucking been more professional, but Mr. Opinion 33 is also pretty good. Not offending. Thank you. EDP 405 needs to get Big Show punch. EDP needs the Mike Tyson punch. Is EDP a baby girl? What the fuck? What are you guys going on about? EDP 405 is going to get a movie made about him. It's called Puff Marshmallow Man is a big piece of bitch. I mean, I'd fucking pay to see that movie. As long as none of the proceeds go to EDP. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream now because I got to go to bed. But yeah, this was fun. Honestly, didn't even expect this many people to drop by. I thought I was going to get like 3 people. We're going to have like a little 3-person stream. EP isn't a baby girl, but he loves baby girls. Certified pedophile. EP needs to get a RKO from Randy Orton. Dude, the money I'd pay to see that, bro. The money I'd pay to see that, man. But anyways, short stream. It's only an hour, but yeah, I gotta work in like 7 hours, so I gotta go to bed like right now. But yeah, I was bored. Thanks for entertaining me, guys. I do appreciate that. EP is so large when you sit around his dialysis center, he literally sat on his dialysis center. Wonder how big the chair is that they use for him when they're like taking his treatment and shit. You're gonna continue your Minecraft Pink Castle. I think Minnie finished it. I think Minnie has completely finished the castle. She was supposed to show me today, by the way, and she's like, "Nah, I don't feel good." I'm like, "Bro, I want to see the castle," and she's like, "Nah." And then she just like stopped talking to me. I was like, "Okay, cool. I guess I'm not gonna see the fucking castle." Like, whatever. It's not like I helped contribute to it. All right, I didn't help contribute to it, but I was there to watch it get built, which is good, right? Like the moral support is what I'm about, right? Like I don't want to go in there and mess up the castle. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Yeah, good night, guys. You listen to Gangsta Nip? I do not. Sleep well, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night's sleep. Yeah. Wow, I didn't get to watch the castle being built. I'm telling you right now, Nushi, it was very boring. Me and Minnie fight so much, so it was literally just like one block being placed, one of us dying, one block being placed, someone yelling at someone. That was the entire fucking Minecraft playthrough so far. So you're not really missing out on much. So apparently she finished the castle. So we're gonna fucking see. But the next time I live stream, I think we're gonna play some Roblox. I think Roblox is gonna be the next live stream. Yeah, if you guys in the chat don't know I have a Twitch, I play it all the time. So if you guys want to go to my Twitch, I think it's linked. I don't know. It's Call Me Cameron TV. That's literally it. It's on Twitch. I play it all the time. If you guys want to come watch it, boy. This is your 600-pound life. No, no one else's. Check Goldstein. Do you know where Tipster is? He deleted 90% of his videos. I have no idea, bro. But I know about Tipster like deleting all his shit. I've been keeping up with that. EP is a Catholic priest. Castle tour. We might do. There's not much in the castle though, from what I remember. We like have nothing in the castle yet. So Tipster lacks a neck. Dude, he catfishes so hard, bro. He catfishes so fucking hard. Ooh, I got some Roblox horror games for you. Yeah, that's the plan. I think we're gonna this weekend, hopefully. I mean, I still have to ask her, but I think this weekend we're gonna play some Roblox horror. Last question: are you Christian? I was Catholic, but I think I'm more Christian now than Catholic. What's good, y'all? Not much, Mr. Gamer. We're actually just about to end the stream, so EDP is a nothing. The Discord post when Twitch, yeah, exactly. So if you guys want to come watch me play video games, I usually stream on Twitch. It's usually like Overwatch, Roblox, Minecraft, those kind of shenanigans. Also, I'll put that here. Keffel's labeled just a worm. Caricature of her transphobic. Her fan base harassed him off the internet. Yeah, I made a video on it already. I already talked about that. I'm just asking because I know it's drama related, but I stopped checking because the commentary community is toxic now. I mean, the commentary community has always been toxic. I mean, it's just like anything. You're going to find bad apples in the commentary community. You're going to find decent commentary channels, but then you're going to find like drama-seeking fucking goblins. Looks like you eaten everything in the world but the pussy. Do you play Pokemon or any RPGs? I play some RPGs. Like I used to play... I used to play a lot of Witcher. Like RPGs are kind of like my second favorite genre. But like I used to collect Pokemon cards, but I don't really like play Pokemon. Like I never really understood the game. But I used to have like a big collection of Pokemon cards. I sold them all because I don't really, I don't really do that stuff anymore. But anyways, yeah, it was a fun stream, guys. I think I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go eat real quick and get some sleep. But you guys take care, and I'll probably see you. I don't know. Next time. Pluvius is my favorite alien vagina loving Canadian. All right. We're adding it. No, not true. No, not true. God fucking damn it, dude. All right, I'll see you guys later.